Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good night, Mr. Hari. Good night, Mr. Hari Abdul Hakim SLN. Good night, my old friend, Law Faculty Unima. Here I am, Zakaria, and Mr. Arianto will present about diplomatic law. Diplomatic law. Establishment and function of mission and of diplomatic mission consists of form of diplomacy, structure of diplomatic law, theoretical base of privileges and immunities. Form of diplomacy. Diplomacy or diplomatic relation may be defined for the purpose of being the conduct through representative organ and by peaceful mean or the externalization of given subject of international law with any other subsubject of subject. The term diplomatic law therefore comprises the body of legal laws which govern the conduct and such of the organ concerned. The rest through representative organ refer at once on the delegate of symbolic quality of this organ to the fact and the initial agent was conscious to act on behalf of the parent entity and to the fact that is the entity itself which choose the organ to represent it and the tasks in soul perform according to the to own internal procedures. Conducted by person having direct political responsibility, there are what may be termed special mission proper. There are concept of person presented for the particulars of given special rank for the occasion. Besides, the traditional example for the appointment of the reciter to attend and ceremonial function, such as coronation or petition international temporary mission might also be employed for more methodological or technical purpose. Thus, a special mission may be sent to explain a matter of particular delicacy and importance involving a shift in government policy, or since such mission may be used, unlike the case of permanent representation. When the two governments do not recognize one another, in order to expand the possibility of establishing or re-establishing diplomatic relations. The education of financial problem, Western arrangement, the excess of civilization facilities, the setting of aid to electronic power, and host of candle may also require the respect of the considerable period for expert group processes, unless within the affair of competence of all the respective country and of the other invading agreement. In the case of the major international organization, on the other hand, the principle of an independent legal personality, the establishment of permanent office of this may institution similar to this accredited to status. The regular nature of matronhood and the scope of the mother considered committed to render the form of diplomatic DC informed sufficiently distinctive and important as a separate discussion. This summary of the major form through which states conduct their exploration show how far those men are. Its competent instrument upon which states are allowed to fly now sending a separation mission. Now exchanging upon with another state not relating to a coming session of one of the principal international bodies. Before describing in more detail the legal issues in particular as regard permanent diplomatic mission. And so that representation in international organization it is necessary to examine the sources and theoretical basis of the legal rules involved. For the next presentation will present by Mr. Arianto. Mr. Arianto, time is yours.
Sources of diplomatic law. Diplomatic relations are regulation by law for the same reasons as many other branches of human activity, namely form general general recognitions that only by so doing can a father be conditioned monthly. The foundations of diplomatic law lens accordingly in the decisions of states that their diplomatic relations shall functions on the stable and orderly basis, granted the extensions of independent potently antagonistics soft rights state legal regulation provides a feeling of security in implies as bantam sets a given extent of future time in respects to all the good went in a branch. Nevertheless, we must remember the we are restricting primarily to international law system of law unique in the discretions which its life to its subjects in the counts and application of given legal rules thus in the particular context of diplomatic law it must be emphasized that this body of law normally only come of operations of the state has agreed to the receptions of under the oriental basis of privileges and immunity. Having spotted the main sources of diplomatic law, it's necessary to look further into the manner of operations of the law. A major importance of diplomatic law is connection with the actions of states in their capacity as executive. The decisions to enhance diplomatic missions to the chance of individual representative of the ruling that a given offer is no long person great. For example, are not mother words record no national legations on the order to achieve their effects of which may be brought before it the course for review. These aspects depend on the exercise of the political decreases left to the executive of so far states whether the particular actions is on text unilaterally or in conjunctions with under government. The Dutch where the referring status offers under international law as against the availability of diplomatic premise and the judicial immunity of fork representative is delivery among the who sends him it was possible to the infer the benefits of being judged the solely by is sovereign law often as regards as performed out the embassy. Thank you. Uh,
Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.